I'm Shigeo Ijyuin. I'm a torture sommelier. I help people get true justice. One day I was meeting with a new client. Here, have some tea. It'll help you relax.
Thank you.
So, what brings you here? It was a young woman. She was probably in her 20s still.
These people killed my parents, and I want revenge.
She had this look in her eyes. She wanted blood. Her name was Makoto Izumi. She was born into a very wealthy family.
Morning, Dad.
Morning, Mikado. Looking great as always.
Go wash your face. You're gonna be late for school.
She was 17. She was still in high school. Her father was a good provider, and her mother took great care of her.
Don't talk to strangers now.
I won't. Relax, Dad. Have a good day.
She had everything she wanted, and she thought the good times would last forever.
I got some cake for Mom and Dad. Couldn't resist.
But then one day when she got home from school,
I'm home.
she saw something horrific. First, she heard her father screaming.
What the?
She was terrified.
Dad?
She ran to his room. Then when she opened the door,
Dad! Ah!
she saw this guy stabbing him in the chest. Her father turned to her and said, "Run, Makoto!"
Good boy.
He told her to run. Then the guy pulled the sword out from his chest.
Well, sucks you had to see that. Oh well, maybe it was meant to be this way.
Then the man turned to her. She tried to run, but then
What the? Mom?
she saw her mother lying on the floor at the corner of the room. Then the killer smiled at her and said,
Don't worry, you'll be in a better place soon.
He came up right next to her. She didn't even hear him move. Then he struck her.
Good boy.
He slashed her across the chest. She passed out from the pain. She was bleeding out fast. But then
Wow, what happened here? Oh no.
the family doctor came to the house and
She's still breathing.
Makoto. She was still breathing. She was hurt pretty bad, but there was still a shred of hope.
She's the same blood type as her father. I can still save her. Hang in there. I'm not gonna let you die.
Her father had a blood-related illness, and the doctor had some blood bags ready for use. Then 3 days later, she woke up. It was a miracle.
Where am I?
Oh, thank goodness you're up.
The doctor started crying, and it wasn't just the blood bag that saved her.
This necklace. The sword struck this first, reducing the damage on your body.
Oh,
She got it as a gift from her parents on her 15th birthday. It was an amethyst necklace.
Mom. Dad.
Her parents protected her, even in death. Then she started crying. A few weeks later, she was allowed to go home. She went to live with her grandparents on her father's side.
Make yourself at home, okay, dear? Thanks, Grandma.
Her grandparents took great care of her, but she couldn't forget about the man who killed her parents.
The scar, I don't think it's going away. But that's fine. I don't want to forget about that guy. Ever.
Every time she looked at that scar, her hatred towards the killer grew bigger. The cops, they didn't have any leads. So she used her inheritance money to look into the case herself. A one-handed swordsman, huh? What else did you see?
I'm being serious.
But she was too young and people didn't take her seriously. Then, the cops found the guy responsible. According to the news, he broke in trying to steal money. Yeah, now your parents can rest in peace.
No, He's not the guy. It wasn't him. I know what I saw.
But the guy had both hands. She knew it was a different guy right away. But the cops, they stopped looking. To them, the case was over.
Do you know anyone who'll help me get revenge?
Revenge? You watch way too many TV shows. She started looking for ways to get revenge. Hey, you're hot. Come with us.
Get off her, you animal. Get lost.
Then this hostess came and saved her.
Look, you shouldn't be here. It's not safe. But I got nothing else to lose. I'm not gonna stop trying until I avenge my parents.
Then she started telling her what happened.
This guy, he killed my parents, and I can't let that go. I see. Well, in that case, I know the perfect guy.
Then she came to me. Then she took off her shirt.
Look.
Oh. She showed me her scar. I was speechless. Then she got on the floor and started begging me for help.
I heard what you can do. Please help me. Please avenge my parents.
Izumi-san. I could tell she meant business. Then she raised her head and said,
My parents loved me so much, and I loved them too. But he destroyed our family. We did nothing wrong. This isn't right. He has to die.
She wanted revenge. She wanted this guy to suffer. My family was brutally murdered just like her, so I knew how it felt. Okay, I'll help you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I knew what she was going through. I decided to do everything in my power to help her. This guy, he killed 2 innocent people over nothing. I'm gonna make this guy suffer. Mark my words. I'm going to show him what real pain is. I contacted my informant to get some intel.
Mr. Izumi, right? Yeah, I know what happened.
So, you know who did it? Who's behind it? Then, he smiled at me and said,
This is the guy. His name is Kominato.
I know him.
He's an assassin. He also works for a gang called Ryzen.
I see. Guys like him make me sick. And the guy behind all this? It was a man named Baba, CEO of Baba Constructions.
They were rivals, so he probably wanted to get rid of competition.
So he hired some guy to kill his entire family? Unbelievable. He's not getting away with this.
Initially, he only put out the hit on her father. But Kominato, he's a serial killer who kills for fun. So, my guess is, he got a bit too excited.
Unbelievable. This is messed up. These guys, I'm gonna make them suffer for hours. After that, we went to their hideout to snatch them up.
Baba called a meeting.
I wonder what the meeting is about. We saw some guys walking into the building and they looked like gang members. And so we went in to grab them.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the devil.
Time to die!
He wasn't alone, but that didn't matter to us. Then one of the gang members came up to us.
Come on, get him! Kill him!
Die, assholes! Then they charged toward us. It was nothing we couldn't handle. Stay out of our way. Good night.
Take that!
We took them out within seconds. Then Baba started to panic.
I hired you guys to protect me! Do something! Get him! I know, stop yelling.
Then the gang member stepped towards us. Then he took out a Naginata.
This is where it ends for you two. Bring it.
Naginata. Interesting choice. Fine, I'll use this code rack then. If he's gonna use a weapon, then it's only fair that I use one too.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm just trying to make things fair. Then I got into position. His face started turning red.
You little shit. You think this is funny? You wanna die? Fine. Come here.
Ah, not bad. Then he took a swing at me. But it wasn't much. Too slow. Ha! This was too easy.
Ah, what the hell?
I nearly smacked the naginata out of his hands. Furious, he took a few more shots at me.
Die!
What are you doing? This all you got? He was all over the place. He wasn't much of a fighter. You gotta learn to use the distance to your advantage. Think fast! That should do it. I broke his shins. Next, I'm not done yet.
Ah!
Say bye to your wrists.
Ah!
He squirmed in pain. Time to finish him off once and for all. Stay out of my way. Good night.
Ah!
The naginata was a good weapon, but he had no idea how to use it. That takes care of them.
What the hell, you idiot? Your breath stinks. Stop talking. Eh!
Then we tied him up and brought him back to our place. A few hours later, back at the torture chamber.
Sir, we're ready.
Thank you. Let's wake his ass up. Let the fun begin. I started by stepping on his stomach as hard as I could. Get up, asshole.
Ah!
He squirmed like a frog.
Who the hell are you? You know who I am? I'm the CEO of Baba Construction.
He started screaming. Ah! Ah!
Ah! Shut up already.
He was talking too much, so I decided to break all his teeth. So, you hired a killer to take out your rival, and as a result, an innocent girl lost both her parents.
Are you talking about Izumi's daughter?
She barely made it out alive. Do you feel any remorse? I always ask this question to my victims before moving on. But guys like him, they weren't human, so they didn't feel anything.
He was pissing me off, okay? I've been in business longer than him. He was taking my customers, and I only ordered that guy to kill the husband. This isn't my fault.
Clearly, he felt no remorse about what he did. Well, I've heard enough. You piece of shit. I'm gonna make you suffer. Rukawa!
Yes, sir. All set.
Time to send this guy to hell. I electrocuted him with the electric pulse Rukawa handed me. This is gonna sting!
How'd you like that?
His body twitched as he started screaming in pain. This torture method was invented in Chile. It was called the parilla. Ah! You tied up the victim on a bed frame and electrocuted him using electric poles. It was a pretty simple torture method, but I wanted to make it a bit more interesting.
Hot! Hot!
What's the matter? Too hot? I heated up the bed frame to spice things up. Then, after a little while...
Hot!
It's melted silver. You like it? I sprinkled melted silver on the body of the victim. Nobody could withstand this kind of pain. Nobody.
I'm sorry. Please stop.
Baba cracked within minutes. The killer you hired. Tell me everything you know about him. If the intel is good, I'll let you live.
Okay. I first went to this gang called Rising, and they introduced me to him. He's some kind of really talented swordsman, but that's all I know. I don't even know his name.
Ah, okay then. Well, time to die.
What? But why?
Because you pissed me off. That's why you killed Izumi, right? There was nothing you could say to change my mind. A few minutes later, he stopped breathing. He was completely burned on both sides. The sprinkler got stuck at the end.
Yeah. Let's use a bigger motor next time.
We were always looking for ways to better ourselves. And so, Baba was gone. But we still had work to do. Kominato, this guy doesn't deserve to live. I'm gonna get you. Nobody gets away from me. Nobody! Next up, the killer. I'm coming for you, buddy.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos. And please subscribe to the channel.